We are live, everybody, again from Mariel Talks Pop. This is to say an apology because last time we had an audio problem with Mauricio, who is here from Colombia. So, welcome once again. I wanted to repeat this with you because the last time the audio was like having these echoes and I could only hear myself like twice and stuff and when I played it again I was like what this sound and I wanted to make it perfect, so here's why we're live once again.
It was all my fault, and I owe you an apology because it was all my fault. I didn't know that my headsets were not working all right, so it was my fault. So I owe you an
No,
apology for you and for all people. I didn't
don't
know
worry,
till this
don't
moment.
worry. This is better because we've been getting the chance to chat in this past week like crazy. We've been sending messages
Yeah,
to each other like all day long, and
we are.
now we've been
Yeah,
getting
we
to
are
know each
closer
other
right
better.
now. Yeah, yeah, we are closer right now.
Yes, so now it's gonna be more fun. Not because last time
Yeah,
wasn't, but this time's gonna be more fun.
yeah, yeah. I know, I know.
So welcome everybody. I don't know us, but if you want to send your questions or your hellos, send them, and I will be answering you right back. Now again, how did you get involved with pop music?
Okay, in I think everybody is pop. Everybody, maybe you like a different kind of genres in music, but you like pop. So I think I was involved in pop when I was very young because in my house all the time was on the radio and all the time were pop songs like 90s pop songs. So yeah, my cousins, I have two cousins. In fact, one of my cousins lives right there in your country, in Mexico, in Cancun. And I spent a lot of time with them and with her, and she was into pop music. So yeah, I think it was because of that. When I was very young, when I was a child, I don't know, maybe 4 years of age or 5 years of age. Yeah,
Oh, so very young then.
yeah, yeah, very very young.
Okay. Here's Fernando Torres who says, Mauricio, mándame un saludo. Mauricio, say hi.
Hi, Fernando. He's a friend from Argentina. He
Oh,
also loves Christian pop music and pop music.
oh,
So I invite him to be part of this interview. So, of course, I send a big, big hug for my friend Fernando.
oh, that's great. All the way from Argentina. So, yo, hola Argentina desde México.
Yeah.
Like, all the way from Latin America, Mexico, Colombia, and Argentina.
And yeah.
How did you begin getting in touch with me, like with my pages, with my Instagram accounts? How did you begin getting in touch with me? How did you find about me?
I think I can remember right now the moment when I started following you, but I remember very well that you had like a video of a ranking that your favorite female voices. So I was like in shock because you and I, and you know it right now, have a very similar taste in music. So I was very impressed. Like, oh, you like Rachel Lampa, I like Rachel Lampa. You like Stacey Rico, I like Stacy too. So it was like, oh my God, this person. I didn't know if you were a guy or a girl. So this person is amazing. We have the same taste in music. So yeah, I started following you in your channel in YouTube at first, and then in your Instagram account, and it was amazing because all of the posts and all of the content, it was in relation what I like. So it was amazing because, oh, I like that music, I like that song. So it was I don't know, maybe 2 years ago that I started following you, and until right now we are in contact, we are in touch.
Yes, that's what I love so much about social media that you can get in touch with people from all over the world and become great friends like you and I have become right now. I mean, we've been texting each other all week. I swear, guys, I swear we've been texting each other like for all day. At night, we send each other voice messages, and we just have a lot of fun because we share all this similar taste in music. And I admire Mauricio so much because he's a huge R&B fan.
Yeah, thank you, and you know that I admire you so much because I'm sure that when I mention different any artist, I'm sure that you know her or you know him because you have a huge knowledge in music, in pop music, and in general because you know a lot of R&B music. So yeah, as you said, I love R&B music, and it's amazing to have that opportunity to share different tastes of music.
Thank you so much. I'm actually flattered because it's been years of research. Like I told you, I've been taking since I was able to get into the internet, finding all these different pop stars, not just, um, I don't know, like out of my comfort zone from what was popular and just finding something different from underground, you know?
Yeah, yeah, yeah. Very underground because what you know is very underground, and it's amazing because I've been having the opportunity to know different kind of artists because of you.
Oh, that's amazing. I love when I hear or read that because that means people are actually reading what I post and watching my videos, and that's awesome. That's awesome.
I enjoyed it so much all the time, and in special this week that we are chatting all the time and sharing different kind of music and sharing albums and artists. It has been amazing.
It's been so fun because Mauricio shared with me some artists, and I shared with him some others that he didn't know. I remember the first one I sent you was Cherie's debut
Very
album, which I love. If you guys seen my favorite top 10 albums, Cherie's album is in my top 10. So I sent it to Mauricio, and he was like shocked because he didn't know who she was.
yeah.
And it's a shame because she's a very underrated artist.
And a very nice artist, very talented, and her voice is amazing, and her record it's amazing. Right now, I'm a fan.
Oh, that's awesome. I mean, she's doing some music right now, but more like dance pop music, and she goes under a different name. So,
Oh, okay.
yeah, so not a lot of people know that, but sometimes I think that if you change your artistic name, it's a challenge because you don't know if people's going to remember you.
Yeah, and maybe people don't know who you are.
Exactly. I remember when Christina Aguilera wanted to change her name, and I was like, why would she do that?
Oh, really? I didn't know that because of the name, because it's a Latin name or something like that. Because she wanted maybe to have an impact in the United States.
And no, it was when she released Stripped, I think,
Uh huh.
like later in her career. And
Okay.
she was like, I'm going to change my name to Maria or something. And
Um.
then she regretted that because why would you do that if you are already known for a stage name? Why would you do something like that?
So, in fact, in that moment, because she was huge in that moment, and I don't know. It doesn't have any sense. You change your name if you are a big icon, for example. I don't know, like her or Britney Spears at that time. So she was already famous at that time. It, thank God
Yeah,
she didn't have the decision of change her name.
no, I don't know. I don't know why would she do that. But anyway, Fernando says I love Charisse and her first album was a success. No, I'm not talking about Cherie.
Yeah,
Let me
she's
post it
French.
here. So Cherie, Cherie, her self-titled album, really great album, guys. If you haven't heard it, please do. You
Yeah,
might
yeah.
remember her because her song "I'm Ready" was part of Confessions of a Teenage Drama Queen, and like a moderate success.
Yeah,
The
yeah.
song. I don't
It
know if
was
you see.
called I'm
You saw
Ready.
that
I'm
video,
ready.
right?
Yeah,
I'm
it's a
ready.
part of
Yes,
yeah, it's a part of the soundtrack of the movie. Yeah.
yes. So that's the only thing that she like made big. That's what we can say. But I was actually shocked, and you guys are gonna be too, because Mauricio told me the other day that he's not a big Spice Girls fan, and I was like, what? I mean, every girls fan, and he was like, yeah, I like them, but it's not like I'm a huge fan of them. And tell us why.
The Spice Girls. Yeah, I don't
You
know. Yeah, I don't know. I'm having so connection problems. I don't know. I didn't listen to very well that you were talking about the Spice Girl, right?
No, I wanted to tell. I was telling everybody that you told me that you weren't a huge Spice Girls fan, and I
Okay.
was shocked because a lot of people are Spice Girls fans, and you are not. I mean, you like their music, but it's not like you died for them. But tell us why.
Okay, okay, okay. Because I don't know. Wannabe is a huge classic and a pop big classic, of course. But maybe I wasn't exposed to their music. I don't know. I know very a few songs from them, so maybe it's not my. Of course I like pop music, but maybe it's not that kind of pop that I love. So maybe because I love R&B too, and this kind of artist that I love is more pop and R&B, and maybe Spice Girls. I don't know. I wasn't exposed to their music, so this is this is good because right now I have the opportunity because of you to know more about the Spice Girls and the members of the group in solo in their solo careers. So it's amazing because right now I'm having the opportunity to listen to their songs and it's amazing. But I'm not a big fan of the Spice Girls. Maybe because I'm into the R&B sound. Maybe that's the reason, and I wasn't exposed to their music so much. Maybe that's the reason. Because of course here in Colombia they were huge, but I don't know. Maybe because of wannabe and no more.
That's funny. I mean, it's really funny that you mentioned that. Like I told you the other day, it's like weird that you don't like them so much because I have a lot of friends that are like crazy about them, that go travel to see them whenever they come back. So, I mean, it's great, and we have a lot of things in common because we were talking the other day about how none of us like Madonna so much, and everybody all the times like want to kill me and tell me, why don't you like Madonna? Because if you're a huge pop music fan, you should have like a huge idea of who Madonna is and stuff. That I'm like, I don't know. I just didn't grow up with her music. I just don't click with her. I mean, I
Yeah,
like some of her songs, but it's not like I have her albums. I don't have any of her albums. I mean, and that's
no,
weird, but
me neither.
it happens.
Yeah, and it was amazing to know it because I know a lot of our friends and people that like, as you told, as you said, pop music love, of course, Madonna because she's an icon. She's an icon in pop music and in pop culture. But I don't know, maybe she's. I grew up listening maybe more Whitney's and Mariah's and that kind of divas, and maybe Madonna it was not like what I love. Of course, as we have this conversation, she's an icon. She's great, and of course, she has an amazing music. But we are not so like core huge fans of her work.
I know, I know. I mean, and everybody always tells me that. Why don't you like her? I don't know. Sometimes you just don't get to grow. I mean, I like some artists that some other people don't. So this connection
Yeah,
is,
yeah.
uh, yeah. So yeah, talking about other artists. Now tell me, who are your favorite artists from R&B and pop? Who are your favorite artists?
Okay, well, from pop, and we've been talking about this all the time. Stacey Rico is my biggest inspiration, is my favorite musician and singer. And well, she's CCM music, she's a little R&B, and she's a pop singer too. So I'd say, of course, Stacey Rico is my favorite, my number one, and I know you like it too. You love her too. So she's my number one. And in R&B music, it's hard. I say Whitney Houston is my favorite. Is my number one in R&B music. Of course, I love Mariah Carey, Brian McKnight, Brandy, Usher, but Whitney Houston takes the kick. She's like my number
Your
one favorite.
your queen.
Yeah, my queen in R&B music. Yeah, she's for me. I've been having this debate with different people that likes R&B music. So he's who's the queen of R&B? For me, she's the queen of R&B. For modern R&B, contemporary R&B music, Whitney Houston is the queen.
And it's funny that you mentioned that for you. I mean, everybody says that. Like, for example, Madonna is like the queen of pop, and
The
I
queen of pop.
disagree. I disagree
Yeah,
because I don't like her. I mean, I think we all have our own kings and queens of our favorite genres. So it doesn't have to be this or such person just because the media says so. I believe
yeah,
it should be more like fan based opinion, you know?
and it's a personal opinion. But for you, who's the queen of pop music?
Oh, it's Britney Spears.
Okay, the queen, not the princess.
No, no, the princess. I think Britney has had a great career. I mean, despite of all of her personal drama, I think that she has had a very special career, and she doesn't have like the biggest voice in the world. She has her own unique style, and that's what makes her so special because she sounds different than other artists. And well, that's for me. Like I always say and mention in my videos, this is my personal opinion. So don't hold it against me and don't blame me later on your messages and tell me that I'm a huge B. B, just to
Yeah,
say the word B, because I'm not gonna say the whole word, you know. So,
it's
uh,
necessary to say that disclaimer because
yes.
all
So
people get crazy like, why? No, she's not the queen, she's the princess, so not at all. So it's necessary to say that disclaimer.
you see, so that's why I'm just telling you this. This is my personal opinion. I think Britney is the queen, but if
Good.
you guys get to choose, I don't know, like um, Janet Jackson as your queen, then it's all on you. I mean, it's all about your taste. It's not what the media says.
Yeah.
That's my opinion. But anyway, now you told me Christina Aguilera is the queen of pop music, says Fernando. Okay, and that's his opinion, and that's amazing. If he loves her, then he's entitled to tell that Christina is the queen of pop. And I'm
I
not
agree.
saying you are wrong. No,
Yeah,
if he loves her so much, then you see.
it's good. It's perfect. Yeah, I agree. So that kind of debates sometimes I like to debate with people the different kind of topics in music, of course. But when people get angry because you have a different opinion, it's like, oh, come on. It's just an opinion. I have my taste and you have your taste, and we don't have to fight over this topic because for you is Britney Spears, for you is Christina Aguilera, and that's fine. This is what it's music about enjoy the music and enjoy the artist and have different tastes and maybe in common, but at the end of the day it's for you, your queen. Okay, I'd say
Exactly.
for me
That's
it's
what
my
you
queen.
listen to.
So
Yes,
I
because
totally
that's
agree.
what you listen to. You don't have to agree with everything that a magazine like Rolling Stone says. I mean,
Yeah,
I know that they have to say that stuff because they get their opinion based on sales of their albums and stuff. But I think that fan opinions are the ones that are most valuable. So that's what I think.
I agree. I agree with that. Because we as a fans, we know the artist career and the singer's career, and we know very well our artists and our singers. So yeah, for me, it's totally valuable our opinions about the singers and the artists. Yeah.
So please don't send me hate messages because I don't have time for that. Okay?
Yeah.
I swear I've been getting messages saying, why don't you like that song or why don't you like that album? And I'm like, I'm entitled to my own opinion. I mean, if you like such or such
It's
song,
okay.
then
Yeah. Yeah.
so, well, anyway, now you had a very special moment in your life 2 years ago when you traveled to see Stacey Orico and Rachel Lampa live at the CCM Artists Reunite, which also included the amazing Crystal Lewis and
Yeah.
Nikki Leonti and the other guy who I just can't remember his name. Um,
Jonathan.
that's the one. Yeah. So tell us about that experience. How was it for you to meet your idol?
Wow, this is an experience that I will never forget. It was a moment of my entire lifetime. It was amazing. I remember that I was checking something in the internet and I was like, oh my God, I saw the flyer and I was like, oh my God, she's making a concert, she's doing a concert and I gotta go. So as you know, I'm flight attendant. So for me, it was a little easier to have the opportunity to buy the tickets and to buy the tickets to travel. And well, I traveled to LA. I had this amazing opportunity. I had that huge poster, like it said, like I came all the way from Colombia just to see you, Stacy. And when she started to sing, I remember she sings at first stuck. So I was like crazy singing and with the huge poster. When she finished the song, she was talking and explaining different things about her career, her hiatus, and all this stuff. And when she saw the poster, she was like, "Oh my God!" She pointed on me and she was like, "Oh my God, this is amazing!" She said, and it was like, "Oh my God, I can't believe this." So then, at the end of the concert, I had the opportunity to attend to the meet and greet too. So when I was in the line waiting, so patiently to have the opportunity to meet her and to talk to her. So when I was in front of her, when it was my turn, she was like with her arms wide open, waiting, and she said, I can't believe that you came all the way from Colombia just to see me." And it was like, oh my God, I love you. And she gave me a big hug, and I was like, "Oh my God, I love you. You've been my biggest inspirations at the time that I was 12 when I started listening to your music. I love you. Please make more music." And it was amazing. She was very kind. She was very sweet. She was very patient because I had a lot of items to be signed by her. So
That's
she was
awesome.
yeah, she was very patient because she sits and start to singing all the stuff. And she was like, "Oh my God, thank you so much. I can't believe you're here. Thank you." She was amazing. And as I told you right now, I love Stacey Rico because of the woman she is, not only because of her music, because she's an amazing soul, an amazing human being. Yeah,
I
it
know.
was a moment that I will never forget. And of
You are
course,
so lucky.
yeah, I also love you. Thank God, because it was a gift from God. It was an amazing opportunity. And of course, to meet Rachel Lampa, because I've been a fan of hers and
Hmm.
of her music, of course. She was very nice too, of course. And Crystal Lewis, it was funny because when I was in front of Crystal Lewis was very, very famous in the 90s in the
Hmm.
Christian music spot. So I was like, you are like, you are like the Christian Madonna for I was like, something like that. And she was really, yeah. And I said, you were very famous in Latin America because she recorded an album in Spanish. So, and she recorded with Mike Marcos Witt. That Marcos Witt is a
Yes.
huge icon in Christian music. So, yeah, she was very
Mhm.
known. My mom doesn't like too much music in English, but my mom was a lot of into Crystal Lewis music. So yeah, she was very famous. She was very popular in the Christian music scene. Yeah.
She's amazing. I love Crystal, and I actually consider her like the queen of Christian music
Yeah,
because
I
she has
agree.
had a
I
huge
agree.
career.
Yeah, yeah, yeah,
She has a huge career and amazing albums too. And there's a fun fact. I have this friend whose husband is a pastor in her church, and
yeah.
he's very important, you know. And once they were having this special concert at one of the biggest venues here in Mexico, and she told me I was sitting in the car with Crystal Lewis, and I didn't even know who she was, and I was like,
Oh
what?
my.
Yeah,
How this is possible?
yes. And she was like, oh, yeah, oh, then she sings. Oh, she's a singer. I'm like, I can kill you right now. I mean,
I want to kill you.
I know. So, well, it was an amazing experience for you. I'm really jealous because of that, because you could travel all the way from Colombia just to see them. I was actually planning to go myself, but I had a surgery and I couldn't make it. So because of the money and all this recovery time, that I would have loved to see them. But when I interviewed Rachel Lampa like a month ago, if you guys haven't seen the interview is right in my channel. And so I asked her if she would be willing to have another concert like that, and she says yes. So it's probably going to happen again, and maybe we can reunite there.
Yeah, and we are planning with Mariel. We are planning to attend to the concert, of course.
Of course, of
It's
course, I will.
amazing. Yeah.
I don't know. I'm gonna have to ask my husband to take care of my daughter, so I have to go because those are opportunities that only come once in a lifetime. I mean, you have to take them, especially when you're a big music fan like we are.
And it was worth it. Yeah, it was worth it. A 100%. Yeah, doesn't. Of course, you have to spend a lot of money maybe because we are here in Latin America and it's difficult to travel to the US. But yeah, it was worth it.
I'm so glad for you and so jealous too. But I can tell you guys, those who watch right now, Mauricio is like the Stacy's number one fan. I mean,
Yeah.
there is no other. I'm sorry for you. I mean, it's just Mauricio, and if you guys haven't checked his Instagram account, it's Taciado, where he shares all of his Stacy Orico's collection. You will tell that he's fan number one. So yeah.
Thank you so much. I want to believe that because I know a lot of Stacey Rico fans, but I don't know. I've been fan of hers for 18 years now, so I have this huge collection. I know a lot of different fans with a huge collection too, but yeah, I want to believe that. And thank you. I
Your
want to believe
collection
that.
is amazing. So
Thank you.
you are a huge fan and also a big R&B fan, like I was telling you at first, because he has been recommending me some songs that I didn't even know about. And because I like R&B too, but not in the same level like he does. And he's a huge library of R&B. But the other day, I got you impressed with a recommendation I made him from this girl called Nikki Harris, which I hope you guys can check her out. There's a song called The One, which was part of the Dark Angel TV series soundtrack. And when I sent it to Mauricio, he was like, I didn't know her. And I was shocked because I swear he knew her because he's a huge library of R&B.
That's the amazing to have the opportunity to share music because I love R&B music and I know a lot of R&B singers, of course, and different R&B acts. But you surprised me a lot and I loved the record instantly. Like was like, oh my god, I didn't know this woman, and I got to know about her, and it was amazing. I love the song, and right now, I'm trying to get the series, the Dark Angel series, to have the opportunity to watch it. So yeah, it was amazing because it's a 90s series, so I love 90s series too. So yes, that's the amazing to have the opportunity to share different tastes in music. You surprised me a lot.
And I'm glad you like her because I think she has a very unique style. And like I told you guys, if you have to check her out, it's Nikki Harris, the one that's their song. But she has a huge discography. She has released albums forever, and she began like singing gospel and then moving into the R&B sound. So you guys are gonna like her. But now moving forward, uh, who would you say are your top five R&B artists?
Oh my God. Every time you say that question is very hard. I got to shame
Sorry,
it all the time. But I say Whitney Houston, my number one. Brian McKnight, I love Brian McKnight. He's amazing. His voice. He's a very talented man. He plays different instruments. He's amazing. So Brian McKnight would be the second. Mariah Carey would be the third. Mariah, and I say Brandy. I love Brandy. And man, woman, and I said a group, Boys to Men. That would be my top five.
so those are your top five, and your top five albums.
My top from them.
No, from like your five favorite albums in the whole world.
It R&B, pop, all.
Yes, whatever. Mm-hmm.
Say the Stacio Rico album, the self-titled album. Oh my God, always you say that question is very hard. I'm Your Baby Tonight by Whitney Houston. Oh my God, it's hard. Anytime by Brad McKnight. Mm, Never Say Never by Brandy. And the
Okay,
last one would be, I wanted to change it today, and I said The Miseducation of Lauryn Hill.
Lauryn Hill. Okay,
Yeah, she
so
is.
those
It's like,
albums are like
yeah,
those are your favorite.
yeah,
Okay,
yeah.
that's awesome. I mean, you have like such a unique taste too. I mean, I wouldn't expect a Lauryn Hill album to be mentioned. So
Oh no.
no, I wasn't expecting that.
Oh really? Why? Lauryn Hill is also R&B music and it's soul.
Oh yes, I know, but I thought you were gonna say some other artist, like probably something by Ashanti or
Oh, okay.
what's JoJo?
Okay,
Because
okay,
I know
okay,
you
okay.
like JoJo.
Yeah, yeah, I love JoJo. I love JoJo. She's amazing. And in fact, this is very hard because right now I'm loving so much her last record, Good to Know. It's like
Good
for
to know.
me, yeah, for me was like I remember that when the pandemic starts and all that mess, she released that album, and it was like it was healing for me. It was like that's something that I needed to listen to at that moment, and all the lyrics, and it's amazing, and it maybe is one of my favorite albums of all time, but maybe it's not in the top five. It's difficult. And with JoJo, I think she's like the soundtrack of my life because when she released a new album, I feel very, very in relation with that album. I feel like, yeah, in a very reliable way. Like, it's like, I don't know, she's talking about what I'm living right now. So, yeah, it happens with JoJo. She's like the soundtrack of my life.
So you feel like related to her music.
Yeah, yeah. She and I, are the same age. So she's 31, like as me. So I don't know. Maybe I want to believe that she and I we are living like the same the same things. I don't know. I want to believe that because when she releases a song, I feel very connected to that song, and she's an amazing songwriter. So yeah, I feel that connection all the time when she released an album. At first, when she was like 13, 14 years of age, when she released "Live Get Out," and then "Too Little Too Late," and then like she was like in that problem with her record label and all the stuff. And when she finally got the opportunity to release the third album, "Mad Love," I was like, yeah, go on, girl, because you can do it. And the song "F Apologies" or "No Apologies," it was like
Yes.
I needed to hear that song at that moment.
Yeah, there are those songs that whenever you hear them, it's like you feel like you needed those songs in your life,
Yeah,
you know?
yeah. I feel that with JoJo in a special. Yeah,
That's awesome to feel that connection with an artist. It happens with me with Nelly Furtado, and everybody always asks me that. Why you love Nelly Furtado so much? She doesn't sing anymore, or she's only releasing like this independent albums. And I'm like, no, because she was part of my life. She was part of a very important moment in my life when I was
yeah,
growing up, and I feel all this connection with her because she was there for me through all these difficult times in my life, and
yeah.
I'm thankful for her music, for her as an artist, because she has given me so much with her music. So I understand how you feel.
And what is your favorite song for Nelly?
Oh, that's a difficult one because I have like my top five songs from Nelly, but right now I think
Okay,
it
your
would be
top.
a song called my top five. Okay,
Yeah.
it would be Man
Uh
Eater,
huh.
Explode,
Okay.
um, it's difficult.
You know
Baby
that is
Girl,
the
Baby
okay.
Girl from her first album.
Okay.
Um, Mi Plan from her album Mi Plan,
And
and there's this other one, Childhood Dreams. I love that song.
okay. I only know Me Plan and Man Eater. I have to look up
Okay,
for
so
that. Yeah.
check out the others. Childhood Dreams means a lot to me because um, when I was expecting my baby, I dedicated that song to her because Nelly wrote it when she was pregnant with her child. So I felt really connected because it says, "I'm sliding on the rainbows of my childhood dreams. Um, you are the little girl made for me in the sky." So that's
Oh, that's beautiful. That's
yeah,
very beautiful. It's a very beautiful lyric. Yeah.
yeah. So that's why that song is so special to me because it reminds me of my time being pregnant and expecting my baby. So it's that important. Paola says, "Try" is an amazing Nelly song. Yes, I totally agree. "Try" is a very underrated song too because not a lot of people know it. That I don't know if you know that song. It's so amazing.
Paola is another friend of mine, and we are friends from the high school. And we
Oh,
enjoyed a lot Nelly Furtado's music because at that time she was like the queen, and Nelly Furtado was sounding all the time, and maybe it was the soundtrack for our high school, for Paola and for me. So yeah, it was she was like all the time sounding. She was
she
like
was
the queen.
huge. She
Yeah,
was
she was very
huge.
cute.
I actually have this fun fact with Nelly because I had the pleasure of seeing her two times live.
Oh
But
really?
yes, one for her Luz tour and one for the Niplan tour. So, because here in Mexico, she was huge too.
Yeah.
I thought she visited Colombia, but I'm not really sure. But anyway,
No,
Um,
she does she didn't because it's funny because she sings like three or four songs with Juanes, and she was huge here. But no, I think she never visited Colombia.
that's a shame because her concert was amazing, and you won't believe this, and I can swear because my dad, who happens to be my concert buddy, because my husband don't want to go with me, nobody wants to go with me, so my dad is like, I'll go with you. So that's why my dad is like my favorite person in the world because he always goes with me to all the concerts I like to go
Oh,
to.
that's amazing.
Yeah, so he went with me to this concert, and we were outside in the streets waiting for the auditorium to open because it wasn't a huge venue. It was like a club. So we were waiting outside for us to get in, and here in Mexico, at least, I don't know if in other parts of Latin America, whenever an artist is doing a show, they put a lot of uh, t-shirts and
And
cups,
yeah, and stuff and this and yeah, music and yeah, everything.
everything from that artist. You know,
Yeah.
they had teachers, posters, so everything that you could imagine, they had it. So they suddenly opened this door that it was like some kind of parking, and a girl comes out with a lot of people, and I was like, she looks like Nelly Furtado, but she wasn't wearing makeup. And we all thought that she should have been like some assistant or something or a sister. And she began buying that merchandise, you know, T-shirts and all that stuff they were selling, like keychains and all these things. And all of a sudden, I just realized it's Nelly Furtado.
Oh my god, really?
Yes. When she walks in, I was like, ah. So I couldn't say anything, and she actually, we stared at each other, and I will never, never forget myself for that.
And no, oh my god.
Yes,
I can't believe that story. And other people noticed that she was there?
yes, we all stared at this woman because she looked so much alike. I mean, we were like, she must be a sister or something.
Yeah, her
Because,
sister, yeah, cousin, so maybe.
and she's very, she's not a tall person. She's small, and
Yeah,
she went out with no makeup, with a ponytail, and with pants, and like completely sports. So
yeah.
you wouldn't believe that she would be out there buying her own merchandise.
No.
That was funny, and I will never forget that moment, and I will never forgive myself for not approaching her.
No, yeah.
So, you see,
It's an incredible story. I can't believe that. And it was very nice from her to purchase all this merchandise.
it's piracy, and she was buying piracy.
Yeah. And you know that merchandise is, I don't know how to say in English, it's not official.
It's not official.
It's not
It's
official.
no, and I actually bought my own. I have it somewhere. My own coffee cup. So from Nelly, and I have this necklace and a keychain. I have all these things I bought from that time, and she bought those too.
That's great. That's amazing. But well, you
Yeah,
had the opportunity to stare at her. So
yeah. It was a very unique experience, but a great concert. So seeing her live was amazing. She's an amazing singer. She sings live, which is something I love, not autotune, because nowadays a lot of artists use autotune, and I don't know why would they do that. I mean, if you're a singer, you're supposed to know how to sing live. But
of course. And what's your favorite song from that concert? When
um,
what you enjoy, which you enjoy the most?
probably Man Eater because it was
Yeah,
like so powerful and so energetic, and everybody was dancing. It was really fun. And Say It Right too. She opened the concert with that song.
it's my favorite from her. Said it right. It's like my favorite, my number
Yes,
one from her. Yeah.
she's an amazing singer. And well, thank God I had the chance to see her, just like you had the chance to see Stacy. I mean, those are opportunities that only come once in a lifetime. So,
Lifetime, yeah. One in a lifetime, yeah.
so now, about your national artists from Colombia, who are your favorites? Who would you recommend to our viewers from Mariel Talks Pop?
Okay. I say, well, I love R&B music, so one artist that is from Colombia, but he's not very famous. He calls Jonah Camacho. He's amazing. He's like very independent, like very underground. It's R&B music. It's like soul R&B. It's amazing. I don't know if you know Farina. She's a reggaeton singer right now.
I'm not
Oh,
into reggaeton.
okay.
Sorry.
she's
Uh-huh.
it's funny because right now different kind of singers like Carol G or Gracie or another singers are very famous in reggaeton. They are from here from Colombia. Farina started her career first. She was the first, maybe. She was part of the X Factor here in Colombia.
Okay.
She didn't win. She won the second, I think, but she's very famous. When she started, she sang a little R&B music because she loves R&B. But of course, reggaeton is mainstream and right now is famous. So right now she's a reggaeton singer, but her songs that are R&B are very nice. Yeah, because she's very talented. Yeah, and well, I like some Juanes and Shakira music, and a group that that you mentioned in the other video that is Escarcha.
Yes. Gotcha. Please listen to them. I love
Yeah,
them.
it's a good representation of Colombian pop music because I think here in Colombia people don't like pop music a lot, like rock music or like other kind of genres. Because
Hmm.
right people are in the tropical music like vallenato, like salsa, merengue, or that kind of music. People love
Hmm.
rock music a lot, and it's amazing to have the opportunity to have a group. Right now, they are not music together, but they were the first group that came from a reality show, from a musical reality show. So yeah, it's a good representation of pop music. So an artist that I recommend is Maia. That she has a wonderful voice. She's very talented. Very
The
recommended
singer
to
you sent me
all.
the other one, the other day?
Yeah, 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 yeah.
Yes. Hmm.
Maybe you got to check it again because she's amazing. She has a beautiful, powerful voice. She's from Barranquilla too, like Shakira.
Okay. So
Yeah,
you see, there are a lot of artists, like I always say to you in my posts, whenever I write something about international artists, that you don't have to speak the language to love the artist. I mean, or to, I don't know, to listen to this music. I mean, music is universal. So you don't have to speak Spanish or Portuguese or any other language to love music. So even
yeah,
though if you don't speak Spanish like we do, please give yourselves a try and listen to these artists and get out of your comfort zone of listening to all the uh, commercial artists and always find something different.
yeah. That's amazing because, as I told you, music is an universe, and sometimes when you are very, I don't know, very tight in any kind of genre, like I only listen to that kind of music, or I only love that kind of music. Maybe you are missing some music that is amazing. And I used to be like that. I used to like I only love R&B music, and I only wanted to listen to R&B music, but right now I enjoy a lot of different kind of music, and it's amazing because it's great when you find a different kind of music that you like, and maybe it's not your favorite. but different kind of
Exactly.
pop, country, rock. I don't know. Music is huge. Music is a huge universe, and
I
it's
know.
it's to enjoy.
That's why we have all these genres all around the world. I mean, I can tell you, I'm a huge pop music fan. You obviously know that, but um, I also love to listen to other stuff. Like, I mean, I love R&B, I love country, I love this indie pop, um, and some soul music. I
Yeah,
can honestly say I don't like reggaeton at all, but that's
yeah,
just me because I find it a little offensive for women, and because of the lyrics and how they expect men to treat a woman like being nasty or treating women like they were trash or a horse, and I don't approve that. But there's people that likes that genre, and I can't go out to them and tell them don't listen to that because I don't like it. I mean, it's your call if you like it or not. I mean,
yeah,
but
yeah, yeah,
I
yeah.
personally don't like it, and it can, if I can actually take it out of my playlist, I take it out. But that's me, you know.
Yeah, and it's a shame because people do that because I don't know if you maybe we have this conversation, but all the time when I was in high school, like why you listen that kind of music, why you like Stay So Rico, for example, or why you like pop music, or it's like, oh, come on, maybe you are free to listen what any kind of music that you like. If you like reggaeton, it's okay. You like pop, it's okay. Maybe you can teach me a lot of maybe reggaeton music or rock music, or maybe we can share some different kind of style. And it's amazing when we find that these people that is open to listen to different kind of music and take and go out from the box and have the opportunity to know another kind of music. It's amazing. I don't like that kind of people like, oh, why you listen to that, that's trash, or that's it's the lyrics are not sense or something like that. It's like music is huge and you can listen to whatever you want and I can listen to whatever I want because I like this kind of music and it's okay.
Yes, because like I told you, music is a universal language, and I hated that when I was young too, because a lot of people came to me and tell me, "Why do you like those underground artists nobody listens to?" And I'm like, "Well,
Yeah.
I like to have my mind open to listen to something different and not only what's popular on the radio." So
Yeah.
that's what people don't understand, and I'm so happy right now to have friends like you and all the other friends I have made through Pop Rush, because they all share those same thoughts. You guys share those same ideas with me that you don't have to be married to some kind of genre to love just to or to love all kinds of music. I mean, or just to know all that's commercial and not to get to know music that's unknown. I mean,
Yeah.
I always had that same problem. And
Yeah.
like I told you, now I'm so happy to have you and other friends that we can talk and share all this amazing taste we have and finally find someone that you can talk to.
Yeah, and we can share a different stories and music and songs and lyrics. It's amazing. Yeah, it's amazing.
Yes. So, well, once again, thank you so much for your friendship because right now, if you guys see how much we've been texting each other this week,
Every day.
you wouldn't believe it. I mean, and I'm always like, oh, I need to send this to Mauricio. I need to ask him if he knows this or that or whatever. And we've been great friends.
Yeah, right now we are great friends. It's been amazing. This week is like all the time we are sending and sharing and texting. It's amazing. And because of you, I've been like knowing different kind of music that I didn't know, and right now I love, for example, Sherry album. There is a song that I really love, and it's amazing. It's amazing because right now we as an adults we have this opportunity to share different stories and talks, and it's amazing. It's
What's
amazing, and
your
thank you
favorite
for
song?
your time too. Sorry,
No, what's your favorite song from Sherry?
my favorite song is Rush.
Oh yes, I love that song too.
It's amazing, and I knew that I get to know that song because of your videos,
Yes, I
and I
use it
didn't
as an
know
intro.
to sing that. So yeah, yeah. And when I started listening to the album, to the entire album, I was like, oh, I knew that song, and I was like, oh, of course, I love that song.
So now you know. I mean, this is great to know that people likes what I recommend, and you should. If you haven't checked my other channel, Pop Rush, please do, so you can get to know a lot more underground pop artists. Trust
Yeah,
me,
you will never
you will
regret it
find artists
because
from all over.
you can find a lot of different underground pop singers that you're gonna love. I'm sure of that.
Thank you, Mauricio. And once again, well, first of all, for people sending questions of why are we not doing this in Spanish? Because he's from Colombia and I'm from Mexico, we obviously speak Spanish, but we are doing this in English because we want to reach a wider audience. Because if we do this in Spanish, a lot of people won't understand us, and a lot of people from Australia and the US and London are following my channel. So I want them all to be, like immersed in this conversation. That's why we're
Yeah,
doing it in English. But trust me, when we text each other, it's all in Spanish.
of
So
course. It's all in Spanish. And maybe I have the idea, maybe from my Instagram account or something, do it with you in Spanish. So because your content is in English, and that's the reason why we are doing this in English. But maybe we can have a conversation for all these people in Spanish from, I don't know, from my account or from my Station Rico account. So maybe.
yes, yes, whenever you want to, we can do this in español. Okay, so okay, so Mauricio, once again, thank you so much for being part of Mariel Talks Pop. I am really sorry for the last time that we had all those audio issues, and
It
that
was
we
my
finally
fault.
got the chance. No, don't worry about it.
Yeah,
It was
I
a
feel
great chance to do this again.
I feel very silly right now. I feel very cool because all the time, like you were like crazy, like I don't know, and why this is not working properly. And I was like, oh, I don't know, maybe. And when I disconnect my headphones, like, oh, we are right now. The issue is gone. So, oh my God, it was all my fault. I'm sorry.
So you know who to blame. You know who to blame. Blame Mauricio for the engineering problems.
And for the delay.
No, don't worry. It was great to do this again. We are actually trying to make it happen with you and Lucas from Brazil. So it would be great for us three to have this chat. It's gonna be amazing. I will let you know, guys, when are we getting together. Once we all get to establish a schedule and all of our activities. But I promise it's gonna be a lot of fun to talk to Mauricio and Lucas from Brazil, Colombia, and Mexico.
Yeah, I became a big friend of Lucas too because that day we are starting texting too. So
Oh,
we
that's
are now
great.
like, yeah, we are like a community. We are like a group of friends. You, Lucas, and me. We are like friends right now. Yeah, right
That's
now I can
awesome.
say he's my friend too. We've been
That's
sharing
awesome.
so it's on. Yeah, it's amazing. He's wonderful.
Uh,
He's a really nice guy. Yeah.
yes, and we're gonna have a lot of fun. So please
Yeah.
stay tuned. And
It's,
thank you for this. I will be texting you once we're done with this because we can't stop texting each other and sending voice messages. So,
yeah.
uh, everybody, thank you so much for watching. I hope you guys have fun with us, getting to know more about Mauricio's taste in music, and I will be seeing you next time, and possibly this week with a special of Stacy Rico, just in honor of my friend Mauricio.
Yeah. Yeah. That will be amazing. Thank you, Mariel. You know, as I told you, you have a friend in me. I've been enjoying so much our conversations all the time, and this has been amazing for me. And thank you so much. Thank you for your friendship. Thank you for your dedication to upload that kind of content because, as you know, for us the fans, it's amazing to have the opportunity to get to know about different people that we know and maybe we don't know, and it's amazing. So thank you again for your
No,
friendship. It's amazing. I send you a big hug, and I hope to get the opportunity to meet in person maybe very soon.
it will happen. Thank you so much for your kind words. I send you also a big hug, and we will be seeing each other whether it's in Colombia or in Mexico. That's for sure.
Yeah, for sure, for sure. I hope.
Take care, and thank you so much, everybody, for watching. I will be seeing you next time, and goodbye.
Bye.
Bye.